Have you ever stopped to think about what makes a city, well, a city? What makes it feel alive? It's not just the buildings and the roads, right? We're about to look at our urban world in a totally new way by seeing the difference between its physical skeleton and its living, breathing soul. Okay, so let's start with what we all know. The familiar, bird's eye view of a city. The part we're going to call its skeleton. So when you look at a city from space, like the shot of Pekanbaru in Indonesia, what do you see? You see a structure, right? A network of concrete, steel, and glass. It's the physical form, the hard data of all the stuff we've built. It's impressive. It's solid. It's the city's skeleton. But this map of stuff, it feels a little incomplete, doesn't it? It shows us the body, but it doesn't show us the life. Which brings up a really big question. If this is the city's skeleton, then where is its soul? Yeah, that traditional view is missing something absolutely essential. It's missing the pulse, the very thing that makes a city a city. Us, the people. See, here's the crucial difference. A satellite image can show you a building, no problem. But it has no idea if that building is a buzzing office, a quiet family home, or a totally empty warehouse. It shows us the stage, but it tells us nothing about the play unfolding on it. We're missing the story of how we actually use these spaces. So to find that story, researchers are making a big shift. They're moving away from what's called remote sensing, mapping the skeleton, to a whole new idea, social sensing. Instead of just looking at physical things, social sensing looks at the digital footprints of human activity to, for the first time, actually map the city's soul. So how on earth do you map this invisible layer of human life? Well, it turns out one of the best tools is something you and I use pretty much every single day. It's all about tracking points of interest, or POIs. Just think about it. Every single restaurant, shop, office, or park that's logged on a digital map is a direct clue about what we're doing and where we're going. These aren't just random dots, they're the collected fingerprints of our daily lives. And now, this is where the magic really happens. On the left, you've got over 13,000 raw data points from Pekanbaru. It's just a chaotic mess, right? But then, when researchers use a clever technique to find the hotspots in that data, it transforms into the heat map on the right. All of a sudden, that chaos has a shape. This isn't a map of buildings anymore. It's a map of energy. It's the city's true functional heart. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. The researchers took their map of the skeleton, the physical city, and they laid it right on top of their brand new map of the soul, the city's activity. They wanted to see how well they matched up, and the answer was not at all what you'd expect. Just look at this data. The two maps were great at agreeing on what is urban and generally where the city is. See, those scores are super high, almost a perfect one. But when they asked if the city had the same shape or if its boundaries matched up, whoa, the similarity scores just fell off a cliff. They were almost completely different. And get a load of this number. 0.0003. That's basically zero. The similarity between the physical city's edge and the active city's edge was almost non-existent. It's proof that the city we've built and the city we actually live in can be two very different things. All of this leads to a really powerful conclusion. It's not that one map is right and the other is wrong. It's just that the city's soul has a different shape than its skeleton. Okay, so we found the shape of the city's soul, but a soul isn't just a static blob, right? It's got a rhythm, a heartbeat. And that got another group of researchers thinking. They wanted to map not just where we go, but when we go there. To pull this off, they completely reimagined mobility data. Every 30 minutes, they created a new kind of 3-channel image of the city. But instead of red, green, and blue, their channels were, get this, the number of people staying put, the number of people leaving an area, and the number of people arriving. This gives you this incredibly rich, dynamic snapshot of the city's flow. So then they took thousands of these special snapshots and used machine learning to find all the similar patterns. And what popped out were these distinct city states. Things like a citywide sleep state late at night, a morning rush state, and a work state during the day. They had literally found the city's unique daily rhythm. And here is that rhythm made visible. This is the 24-hour heartbeat of Beijing. On the left, you can see the weekday pattern clear as day. Blue for sleeping, orange for the rush hour, and purple for the workday.
Now, check out the weekend chart at the top. The purple work state, it's just gone, replaced by all these green shades of relaxation. The city has a totally different vibe. These sequences of states, sleep, rush, work, relax, sleep, they're so predictable that the researchers call them motifs. It's just like a repeating chorus in a piece of music. They've found the underlying score of urban life, the song our cities sing every single day. So we can now see the shape of the city's soul and hear the rhythm of its heartbeat. This is all incredibly cool, but why does it matter? Well, it turns out this could change everything about how we build our future. Understanding this living layer of the city means we can finally do some truly smart planning. Imagine a public transport system that adapts in real time to the city's rhythm, or emergency services and power grids that send resources where people actually are, not just where the buildings are. This is all about creating a city that finally responds and adapts to its people. Ultimately, what we're really seeing here is a fundamental shift in how we look at the world. We're moving away from the old, static map of physical things, and we're moving towards a dynamic, living map of human life itself. For the first time ever, our collective digital lives are literally revealing the soul of our cities. Now, this gives us an incredible new power, but it also gives us a new responsibility. So the final question isn't just about what the data can show us. It's about what we're going to do with it. What kind of city will we ask it to be?